Yo, it's Daily Dale, the Dale of all Dales, and welcome to a review to probably one of the most realistic RPGs that I have ever played. Now, this game, I think, is more of a love it or you hate it type of game. If you like fantasy games like Skyrim and all that, you might not find this as fun, but that's depending on your type of play style and your game preference. But, like, this game is realistic to a certain point. For example, Elder Scrolls games might have skeletons, werewolves, vampires, etc., while Kingdom Come Deliverance has knights, nobles, lords, and all that. And now with all that out of the way, let's just get into the review. I will be breaking up this review in 3 different categories: story, graphics, and gameplay. Now keep in mind that this video contains very small spoilers about the story. Now, if you don't want anything spoiled for you, you have been warned. First, let's start with the graphics. This game does have pretty good graphics. When they decide to work, that is. Don't get me wrong, Kingdom Come Deliverance can look absolutely amazing. From the foliage, to the lighting, and even the textures. But goddamn, this game can look abysmal sometimes. Just take a look at these 2 buildings in this short clip. It's a prime example on how bad this game can look at points. Sometimes these textures can be messed up through your whole visit in one town. It's pretty bad, and I think the developers need to fix that pretty quick. On the other hand, I think this game launched in February for console, so I think it's safe to say that this issue ain't gonna be fixed anytime soon. Now, I think the main issue for this glitch to occur is when you're riding on your horse through a town. The game has issues loading in these buildings and even NPCs. I even had issues where these buildings were completely invisible. These graphical glitches can even happen during cutscenes. For example, I was in this cutscene with a couple of characters where, like, buildings and even the character models were low poly. These characters could even be invisible as well. Like, I wouldn't even know what was happening during the whole cutscene because I couldn't see the goddamn characters. Also, a lot of the times, you can see other NPCs that aren't in the main cutscene T-posing in the back. Now the last thing about graphics. Clipping. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, clipping can happen a lot on your character model. The clothing you have equipped can clip through your armor. This is a minor issue, but it's a lot more noticeable in the pause menu. Let's first start with the combat system. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, the combat system is unique from any other RPG. Unlike your usual hack and slash, this game uses a star to indicate which way you are blocking or attacking. This system can allow for complex moves and combos. Combos can be bought via perk points that can be earned just by playing the game. The combat system in Kingdom Come Deliverance sure isn't easy. You have to watch out for your enemy or else he'll cut you up in pieces. Sword fighting sure isn't easy. I recommend you to practice and avoid as much confrontation as you can in early game. And now let's get into the not so nice stuff about the combat system in Kingdom Come. This game can have a glitchy combat. Like, you'll be stabbing or slashing at somebody and, like, you'll be glitching all over the place. This issue doesn't occur like 1v1, it's more of a large-scale battle that happens in the game. On the topic of large-scale battles, they aren't very large. I've maybe seen like 50 NPCs in these battles, counting both sides. I was maybe getting 15 frames during these battles. This made the game nearly unplayable for me. Let's get off the topic of combat. In this game, you have food, sleeping, and saving. These 3 almost go hand in hand with one another. If you don't eat, you die. If you don't sleep, you get debuffs. And you sleep, you save. If you sleep, you lose hunger. If you eat raw or spoiled food, you could get food poisoning and constantly lose health until you get the antidote. Now, I don't really mind this, but I can see how people don't like these features, because they could get in the way. Now, the one big issue I have with this game, the healing. because you can't heal in combat. This is more of an issue in those large-scale battles that I was talking about. For example, my side killed all the waves of enemies. Then I had to fight the boss by myself. And I couldn't heal and had like 25% of my health. I spent hours trying to kill that boss. Then I went to bed. Then I woke up the next day. Took me 2 hours to beat him. I only beat him because of a glitch. He couldn't move his arms and he couldn't swing at me, so I just kept on stabbing him. I'm not saying that the healing is bad in the game. It's in combat. They should make it where you can heal during combat. I do like how if you end up getting sliced or stabbed too much, you bleed out, then you have to patch it up with bandages, but you can't do that in combat. So if you're stuck fighting an enemy, you're bleeding out, and then you just keep on dying if you don't have a checkpoint of some sort. And now the last thing about combat before we move on to the next topic. Bow and arrow. Don't use it. It's horrible. It's absolutely trash. That's all I have to say about that. Now the final topic for this review, the story of Kingdom Come. With minimum spoilers, of course. Now, in the beginning of this game, the story really holds you on. But, unfortunately, it loses interest as you progress through it. The game really had my attention when they had all these cutscenes in the beginning, and those cutscenes would turn into dialogue options after the cutscenes. And what really happened about midway through the story, I found it really repetitive. Like, I kept on grinding mission after mission after mission. I'm feeling like I wasn't going anywhere within the story. I was just doing quest after quest after quest, and some quests I wasn't even sure what to do because they haven't marked anything on the map, and it just gave you a vague explanation on what to do. So I just kept on asking around, and that's how I eventually got another mark on the map or some sort. But pretty much after all that, they started putting in more cutscenes, and like, there was a plot twist that I had no idea that was coming. It completely got me off guard. And now let's talk the ending. The ending is pretty disappointing if I were to say so myself. I felt like I was working towards nothing. Let's just say I really hope that they make a second Kingdom Come, because the first one really needs it. It's not like it ended off with a cliffhanger or anything. It was just bad. And like how you felt like you weren't doing not doing anything. You were working towards nothing. Anyways, that's going to be it for my miniature rant about the story. I would like to give my thoughts first before I end this video about Kingdom Come Deliverance. Overall, I think Kingdom Come Deliverance has 3 main issues. The game crashes frequently. The game fails to load your save, and when it does that, it deletes it along with it, and so you have to load an older one. 3. Graphical issues. I think that's the #1 priority for them to fix as soon as possible. Well, that's the review of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Despite all of the positives and negatives, what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna get it? I personally like the game. Once you get past all the setbacks and the glitches, the game's actually a pretty good game. I'd recommend it to anyone who's looking for this type of game. I just want to know what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. And I'll see you all in the next one. See ya. Likes. I'll do a face reveal. Has it been 10 minutes yet?